morning, Colorado. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Local Biz Buzz. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and I can't stop smiling because look at all this. I got Beth and Chelsea from Trompeau Bakery. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. It's fun to be here.
I can't wait to get into all this food, but we needed a little background of the story of you. What made you get into the bakery business?
So I've owned a couple of bakeries before. Bought them, grew them, and sold them, and it's really my love. I love to bake, I love to cook. I'm also a businesswoman. I have a background in engineering, and it just sort of works for me. It's a good path for me.
Now, your Trompeau is not your baby. You bought it a year ago?
A little over a year ago from the original owner. His name is Pascal Trompeau, who was the owner-operator for over 20 years. And he was ready to retire. It's a hard business. And he was one of the primary bread bakers. We have 15 full-time bakers on full-time staff.
Wow.
So I personally don't bake, but I love to be in the kitchen. It's so much fun.
And originally it was, where was the first location?
The first one was at DU on
Okay.
Evans. And then in 2010, about 10 years ago, he moved it to South Broadway.
So where exactly on South Broadway?
2950 South Broadway, so about a mile north of Hamden.
So that's Broadway and what?
Cornell.
Okay. And Chelsea, what do you do for Trompeau?
I am the business assistant, so a whole lot of different tasks go to me. Been really working hard on our social media and our web presence, so taking a lot of pictures of all our goodies and getting to participate in events like this. So it's been a really fun experience.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work to do here, and I got a lot of eating to do. This is, I don't know bakeries these days that do this many different products. I mean, It's got to be challenging. Who are you selling to? Is this all to the public, or do you sell to restaurants as well?
So both. We have a decent, very nice retail business where you can come in, primarily takeout, although we do have tables, and now we actually have a really nice patio.
Okay.
You can sit outside. We're putting heaters up for the winter, so those should go up in the next couple of weeks, so people can actually sit outside all winter. And it's a really nice experience. It's a cafe style, so it's not a full meal. You're not sitting down to wait service, but you come to the counter, order, take it with you.
And can you get almost any of this available every day?
Yes, you can. So starting here is our breads.
Let's start there.
So these are our breads. We have a variety of breads. This is one of our premium products, which is our ciabatta. It's got a sourdough starter in it, so it's a nice sourdough.
Okay.
And it comes in the bowl, or we also have it in a baguette
Okay.
form. So that's our baguette. And then, of course, our classic French white. So we have French white in a loaf, which we can slice for you on site if that's your preference. And then we also have our French baguette. So it's just a classic French baguette. We sell hundreds and hundreds of these, both to retail as well as wholesale. We have a lot of businesses that you would recognize. I'm sure
Okay.
would have been on your show, that buy our breads
Nice.
and use them in their food service. We also have, this is a rosemary garlic loaf,
Beautiful.
which is absolutely delicious, and try slicing it without getting that beautiful aroma, and you can't. It's just delicious. And again, we can slice it on site for anybody. This is our beer mash rye.
I don't know what that is. I've never seen
It's
that.
a rye bread, so it's got some rye flour in it. But we make a stout beer mash, so it's got a little bit of sweetness. And when you toast it, it's just that hint of caramely stout beer flavor. It's absolutely delicious. And then we just dust it with some oatmeal. So it's a really nice, it's a little bit firmer bread, but it's just like...
And it has a really beautiful marbling to it as well. It's one of my favorite things to take pictures of personally, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. Every single loaf is different, and it's just such a pretty little swirl in the middle.
Yeah, but I do have to mention we are first come, first serve. So
Sure.
we bake everything in the morning. We open at 6 a.m. Generally, we have lines waiting to come in at 6 a.m.
Wow.
And when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah,
bread,
you hope to run out of everything every day.
We generally do.
Nice.
And can I say our hours? We're
You
currently...
can say anything you want. It's your show.
We're currently
She doesn't
open.
believe me.
I don't. It's not my show. We currently are open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday, closed Sunday. However, in 2 weeks, yay, we're having our hearing for our liquor license. So we're bringing in a
Wow.
beer and wine license. And we're actually going to be, so at that point we're going to be open later into the day to be able to have a nice glass of wine, a beer, and have some of our savories and sweets as well later into the day. We're thinking about opening till 6 p.m. and we're actually going to have an open mic night. So once we can all get back to enjoying each other's company in the presence of a restaurant, we will be doing open mic night, and we'll be able to have people come and perform and have some nice treats, happy hour and whatnot.
let's get back to the food. We still
Yes.
got,
Okay.
we haven't even made a dent.
Okay, so we got our breads. So this is basically our bread selections. We have a couple more that we bring out.
Okay.
I will mention on Saturdays, we bring out absolutely everything. So the place is just overflowing on Saturdays. Just bear in mind, generally it's a 20 to 30 minute wait in line. So if you're coming,
Wow.
just come on in and enjoy the company of everybody else who's waiting. It's really a fun atmosphere, to be honest. Okay, so then we move over to here to our savory selections. Again, made with some of our homemade croissants. We have ham and Swiss, turkey and Swiss. We have homemade quiches that we do in-house. And then any of these can be paired with a small niçoise salad for a meal. So you can come in and sit down and actually have a nice meal with a drink. We have Orangina, of course, fresh from Paris, and then other kinds of drinks as well. So that's really the heart of our savory menu. We also do delicious sandwiches, of course, made on our own French baguette. And this is turkey, apple, and brie. It's got some caramelized walnuts in it, too. It's just like to die for. That happens to be my favorite on this whole table. But anyways, so we have a whole bunch of different kinds of sandwiches as well. And then we move over to our everyday sweets, which is the heart of our business, really. It's our croissants. We start every morning with 24 different kinds of croissants.
Wow.
I brought a selection here. And then on Saturdays, we start with about 35 different kinds of croissants. All
That's it?
different.
35
Yeah,
different.
all good, all delicious.
The place
But
is packed
keep
full.
in mind, because we have 35 of each, we generally don't have more than 12 to 20 of each kind. So that's a walnut croissant. So it's our homemade croissant dough. And I will mention, real butter, real sugar.
Yeah, I
We don't
figured.
use any corn syrup. We don't use any margarine. It's the real deal. So you're coming in for a treat that really
What's this
satisfies
guy?
you. This is our famous almond croissant. So what we do with that is
Jordan, are you dancing over there? I
Yeah.
saw a little dancing out of the corner of my eye
We're actually-
from the studio
She's like,
audience.
claimed it.
We're actually known for that. So what we do is we take our traditional butter croissant, slice it in the middle, we put some homemade almond paste into it, and then again spread it on top and bake it again. So it's got a little bit of crispiness, but it's got that fresh butter croissant with some almond paste.
You might have
It's
to split that
to
one.
die
away.
for. This is our traditional, this is our Danish. So it's got a cream cheese, again, croissant dough, cream cheese base, and then we sell that in cherry, blueberry, or raspberry flavor. Moving on, we have a delicious cinnamon roll. Again, all, fresh ingredients. We actually have, we brought in cinnamon from the orangutans in South America. So it's like near and dear to my heart. We're actually doing really
Fair
good things for the
Did she
environment.
say
Fair trade.
orangutans?
Yeah, it's that cinnamon that's harvested in South America, and it's from an orangutan farm that benefits, so the proceeds go to support.
This thing's been really
Anyways.
intriguing me. This thing.
Okay, so
gorgeous.
moving on. So this is our apple crumble pie, and for this year for Thanksgiving, because of COVID, we're deciding to do individual ones because we're thinking that people aren't having huge gatherings this year. So that's going to be our individual treats. So you can come.
And
and
normally you
just buy-
make a full size of that.
Correct. And our other pies and treats, you'll see our full size. That's going to be our individual size. So it's an apple crumble pie. We make the crust in-house, everything in-house. It's fresh apples with a homemade crumble topping.
Evan, you getting a good shot of it? Okay.
Good. And then moving on to the other sweets, we're going to have our traditional pumpkin pie and pecan pie. We do bake them and have them in-house. We also offer them frozen unbaked. So if somebody wants to take it to their own home,
Okay.
bake it off and get that delicious smell that you get when you walk into our bakery, you can get that at
Or
your
into
own
the
home.
studio
Or
right
into
now.
the studio.
The
yeah.
smell in here is unbelievable. This guy I've never seen.
So
anything
this
like.
is also one of our, do you want to talk about that one, Chelsea?
Yes. So that is one of our fruit almond tarts.
I'm gonna
It
do
is
the whole
oh yes, definitely a tart dough. We have this available in 4 different fruit flavors. So it's a tart dough with an almond paste on the bottom, and then it's available in either pear, peach, raspberry, or blueberry. This one is a raspberry, I believe. And then topped with a gorgeous shiny glaze and some almonds on the side, some sliced almonds. It's fantastic for a group gathering, eating it all by yourself, I won't judge you, but it's absolutely delicious. And then we also do have a pretty wide selection of frozen sweetbreads available. That one is an almond lemon poppy seed bread, so those are kind of a little bit more dense breads.
That's
that
got some weight to it.
Yes. So those ones we have available all the time. We keep them frozen. You can just set them out on the counter, let them thaw out, and they're ready to eat. And then these ones are French macarons.
Is there anything you guys don't make?
I mean,
Eclairs,
we're a
I
French
haven't seen
bakery. We
eclairs.
have to have the
eclairs on
macarons. Yes.
Of course you do.
So a few different flavors on there. I believe there's pistachio, raspberry. We're changing it up all the time on those
Yeah.
as
Coconut
well.
buttercream and
Yep.
chocolate ganache.
Yes, and those are so good. Made fresh, of course, in-house. and just so pretty, to lay out if you have a gathering
Yeah.
or giving as a gift to a friend. It's perfect for that as well.
This has got to be your signature item.
And this is our pièce de résistance this time of year,
Yes.
of course. This is our classic bûche de Noël. We have classically trained French pastry chefs that work with us, that work in our kitchen, and this is all handmade from scratch. The mushrooms are actually meringues, and the logs are chocolate rolls. This is our classic Concord flavor, which is a dark chocolate. We also do Grand Marnier, raspberry, and help me out, the fourth one. Grand Marnier, raspberry, Concord, and I'm totally blanking on that fourth flavor.
Check out the
Call
website.
Call us, we'll tell you. Call us.
What does
And
something
it's-
like that run?
So that's, we have a small for 35 and the large is 45.
What
And
kind of lead
That's
time?
a large.
What kind of lead time do they
So
need?
we're taking orders, so this is only for Christmas.
Yes,
So this
of
will be
course.
available for Christmas. So it'll be, we take orders, we get hundreds of
I'm
orders
sure
for
it's
these.
gotta
So
be.
we cut off the orders a week before Christmas.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then we do scheduled pickup times. We're gonna have several hundred people that'll come to pick up. Same thing for Thanksgiving. Place your orders now through the Saturday before Thanksgiving and you'll be guaranteed.
That's the cutoff. Saturday
That's the
before
cutoff for
Thanksgiving.
guarantee. You can always walk in and see what you get, but
Okay.
if you want to guaranteed any of this stuff, you pre-order it, prepay, and we have structured times to pick up throughout the day
And
so
we'll
that people
have,
don't have to wait.
the
hours.
different pies, the tartlets, croissants if you want to order. We'll have some mini croissants as well. Cookies, breads, the mini quiche are great for a breakfast on Thanksgiving or Christmas. We have a full-sized quiche as well that we can do, which is perfect for a family in the morning, but all kinds of options.
How and where do people go to order your stuff?
So two ways. You can go onto our website. In the comment section at the bottom of the website, you can just write your order in.
And the website is?
www.trompeau-bakery.com.
Okay.
Okay. Also, you can call our store 303-777-7222.
That's easy.
Yes.
Nobody ever remembers their numbers, but they'll remember that
A lot of
number.
sevens.
Right.
I think I
So-
remember the number already.
Yay. So that's our phone number. Call and any of our staff will take your order. We have order pads sitting right by the phone. Take your order and confirm on the spot.
And you're also welcome to come in person and make an order if you want to, see what some of our different options look like. We'll be there, as we said, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day, and we'll be
Yep.
happy to take your order right then and there.
Now comes the hardest part of my whole day, is what I'm going to eat. I'm going to just. What? Do you have a recommendation?
You're going for a good one, so I'm not going to stop you on that one.
I don't know. This
The
one's-
almond croissant is one of our specialties.
Beth, Chelsea, pleasure to meet you. Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
in.
Thanks for having
Really nice,
us.
Larry.
I
Thank
I mean,
you.
If you don't get the idea already, this is not your average bakery. This is about the best I've ever seen. Give them a follow on social media. Go check them out. Get their pies for Thanksgiving or the bûche de Noël for Christmas.
Yes.
We'll see you today at 11:30. We got Pizzeria Locale coming in for What's for Lunch. Let's eat. Oh my God. I didn't even know I liked it.